Indiana Jones. It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. Indiana Jones Minute.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Indiana Jones Minute. This is the show where we are watching and discussing the film Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and we're doing it 3 minutes at a time. My name is Tom Taylor.
My name is Pete Mubbert, and you know what? The big twist from last minute, it's that I really like these minutes.
Dun, dun, dun.
Frankenstein music.
These were fun. Yeah. Wait, who made that sound?
That was me.
That didn't sound like you. That was weird. That was weird. It's like a young girl made that sound. That was funny.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm a young girl.
I'm Gerald Christopher List of Losses Porter.
Don't call yourself that. That's terrible. We are here to discuss minutes 118 through 120. Oh my God, we're 2 hours into this movie. Look at us.
That's nuts.
Yeah. I'm just going to pause and think about that for a second. No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you what happens in these minutes. These minutes begin with Fuller continuing his explanation of his plan, which is not to kill Churchill or Ike Turner, but Hitler himself. He plans to kill Hitler and correct all of his blunders, and even has a Nazi uniform for the occasion, complete with a fancy watch. Nudge, nudge. The bad guys arrive at an airfield where they shoot some people and pull out a big, huge plane that I don't know what to call it. The Nazis, now full goose-stepping in their full uniforms, drag the wounded Indy onto the plane as Helena and Tiddly observe from the shadows. Helena asks Tiddly if he can fly a small, nerdy plane. A small nearby plane. And he says, no way, and runs off to give it a try. And the minutes end on board the plane where it's all Nazi salutes and roughing Indy up.
So, speaking about Nazi salutes, there's a lot going on adjacent to this scene, which I think is interesting. So, Fuller says they're going back to August 20th, 1939.
Oh, here we go. That's right.
Yeah, it's an interesting day in history, and George Lucas might be right about history rhyming a little bit. I don't know, because on August 20th, 1939. A very famous moment in American history. It's when the German-American Bunds had that giant Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden, where they had that big banner of George Washington with the swastikas on both sides of him.
Wait, what year was this?
1939.
Oh, 39. Okay, wow.
Yeah, August 20th. So the exact date that they're going back to, which is interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
These guys just keep popping up. But it's also interesting. That's that same day Hitler wrote to Stalin, and he asked him to move up a meeting they had because he wanted to cement their secret treaty, their non-aggression pact, where they were going to divide up Poland and Central Europe, and so that's the pact that he would betray a few years later. But
no, stop.
Interesting. It's interesting that they chose a very momentous day to be flying back into in a couple of different ways.
Yeah.
And then he says he's going to meet him at 16 Prinz Regentenplatz. My German's failing me.
Yeah, come on, Pete.
Yeah, what's going
like
on
an
over
idiot.
there?
Famous. It's a famous place. It's if you've ever read a biography of Hitler, that's where the place he bought with the money that he made for Mein Kampf.
Oh, really? Wow.
That's interesting. But I think what's much more interesting is right after he moved in, his niece Gayle Raubel moved in with him as a housekeeper, and he had a several years long love affair with her.
Oh.
And he was like 20 years older than she was, and she was only like 17 when she moved in. But he always said that she was the only woman he ever loved. But then after she'd been living with him for a while, he became super, super controlling, like wouldn't allow her to see anybody outside of the house. There were rumors that she had gotten pregnant, that she had was seeing the chauffeur, and he was like furious, and he left to go give a speech somewhere, and she shot herself.
Oh man.
And then he just spiraled into a deep depression, which is what the papers said and what everyone had said at the time. Though there's some speculation, I think not unfounded, recently that he actually may have killed her himself, like in a fit of rage, or he had somebody kill her when he found out that she was pregnant with someone's kid.
Man.
But just like
because
a
he's
crazy-
furious.
What's
Never
that?
mind. 'Cause he's furious.
Furious. But just it's just a bonkers story that's not
Yeah.
super well
Yeah.
known, but it's just I've always been fascinated by it because it's like, I mean, it was his own niece, and he
Yeah.
the only woman he ever loved, and it just the whole thing's creepy, and it demonstrates kind of who he was on a lot of different levels.
He was just a lonely, misunderstood knucklehead. Poor guy. Just looking for love like any of us. Poor Hitler.
But yeah,
You heard
that all
it.
happened in the same apartment where Fuller's about to go meet him.
Wow.
In Munich.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and the big plot twist, the actual big plot twist is Fuller's going back to kill Hitler. And I love it because there's so many science fiction stories or books that are like someone goes back to try to kill Hitler.
Yeah.
And they're never, ever about someone trying to kill Hitler to make the Nazi Reich work.
Right. There's so many like inside, like, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Inside
think
the
it's a great
ranks.
twist. I think
Yeah.
that the movie suddenly went in a direction I really like.
Yeah, we
is
had
a-
like a hint early on that he was like frustrated with Hitler or something, or
Right.
like in the 40s, like in the train or something. He said something, I forget what it was, but like, that dum. Oh no, and he says to the porter guy too. He said like, you didn't win the war, we lost it or whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So like, there's little
Yeah.
seeds of that, but then the reveal like, no, I'm gonna go back and kill Hitler.
That, you know what? That is a fantastic twist.
Yeah,
And when you look about, first of all, is he just a complete megalomaniac, Fuller, where he's
Yeah.
like, I can do this better than Hitler.
Yeah.
Although it's true. I mean,
He probably can if he's seen everything happen already.
so
like
do you
he
think
probably
yeah, right. He knows. So is he not like, when he goes back to 1939, is he not going to invade Russia then? Like,
well,
is that what
they
he's-
haven't even invaded Poland yet. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it
He
seems
just
like he's
got-
only got like he knows a string of Hitler's failures over
Yeah.
years. But like once
Yeah.
he changes one thing, that's gonna be like,
That's the
"Ooh,
flaw in
wait,
the logic. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
right.
once you
Yeah.
change one thing, nothing else that comes later was going to happen anyway.
How would Hitler have screwed this up? I'll do the opposite. I'll play a little mind game.
Although there's a great one of my favorite writers is Jack Finney, who wrote Invasion of the Body Snatchers. But
Oh,
he
yeah.
wrote a lot of great time travel novels, and one of them, a guy tries to go back and stop the sinking of the Titanic, and he like goes onto the bridge and he spins the wheel, like the wheel and tries to get it to turn, and he actually turns it into the iceberg. And it's
Oh, wow.
like the idea is that no matter how much you try to change the past is fixed, and whatever
Yeah.
you do is going to wind up where you are now, which I thought was interesting.
That is.
Which is another thing you don't hear a lot.
Yeah. Do we think? I mean, if you walk into a room and shoot Hitler or whatever he's going to do, however he's going to take him out, like then is that the right of succession? Now you're the Fuhrer?
Yeah, I don't know how he
like,
takes over at that point. Yeah,
don't know.
I'm not sure.
it kind of seems like maybe I don't. It seems like if the right person did it, they could be like if it's one of his like main guys and they did it, that he could be like, okay, now you're the guy. But like
Well, wait-
Fuller is just like a dude, like he's like a rocket scientist dude.
Well, okay. If you perform regicide or Führercide, how is it? What's the guarantee that you're now the king or the Führer, or
That's what we're
what's the,
saying.
because
Yeah, I don't
there's
know.
all sorts of
Yeah.
things. I don't know. I just think about we have all sorts of examples of where a leader is toppled or murdered or whatever.
You get that like a Claudius situation where like that guy
Yeah.
over there, let's put a crown on him, get him out from behind the curtain. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't always seem to work, but sometimes it does.
Yeah, it's a weird plan. I mean, it's a cool plan.
I
Before you
thought
think
about,
about
like,
it too much.
I mean,
Recently-
he'd have to have like Goering in his pocket. Like there are a couple people that are pretty high up that are going to take over like that automatically. Like he's
Yeah.
got to. I don't know what he's banking on here, but he's. It's a gamble.
Indy asked the question, what kind of Nazi kills the Fuhrer? And I thought, well, for one, the Fuhrer.
Yeah, right. I love name one.
That was kind of the free Bringo space in the middle of the continent. Yeah.
I love that.
But then also, I mean, von Stauffenberg, right? He's a Nazi,
Yeah.
tried to kill Der Ferber.
Yeah.
What about, I believe Rommel was in on that. A whole host of Nazis were in
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
Valkyrie, the plot to
Yeah.
assassinate Hitler. So there's many Nazis that try and kill Der Ferber.
And
It sounds like that's a line that sounds like a good line, but you wonder if it makes sense. Totally.
No, it's a good.
What kind
Yeah,
of
I get
what
it.
kind of Nazi tries to kill
Yeah.
Hitler? That's solid. That's a good
but
line.
it's, like a lot of them like killed each other too. Like, like the Night of the Long Knives. Like they just
Yeah, yeah.
there was constant infighting that often led to large scale bloodshed between hierarchy. People in the hierarchy to try to get more power.
Right.
Do you think this is, we see all the guys, like not only Fuller, but like everybody we see eventually, like just fully on, fully goose stepping, and they're the full Nazi regalia. A guy like Kleber, who's, he's been called a trigger happy cracker. He's like, he's clearly a American, that brand of Nazi. But he's probably not gotten around to like march around in a Nazi uniform. Is he like the happy? Is he like a kid on his birthday right now? Is he like, oh, if I get to sit at the big boy table, I get to put on my long pants.
You know what?
I'm so excited.
You know
This
who
is
he
great.
is, Tom?
Uh-oh.
He's Howard W. Campbell Jr. now
Oh, you're right.
from Mother Night.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sorry, Jerry. I just want to top
No, it's okay. I think I'm imagining Kleber like packing his suitcase, and he's putting his Nazi uniform in like sort of a just in case thing.
Yeah.
And I say I don't think he would like as he's packing it. I see him being like, I don't know. This feels kind of clown shoes.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like this could easily be like he got this as like a costume because he likes it.
Yeah.
Like but he's like, oh my God, now I actually get to
Now I'm
wear it
actually
with
gonna
the
put it
guys.
on.
No, see,
Yeah.
I'm convinced, especially given lots of recent developments on our Earth,
Name three.
that a lot of people watched movies and TV shows with Nazis in them,
Right.
and they thought, I kind of like those guys. I like their uniforms. I kind of like the power.
I mean, they have the wrong idea in this movie, but they seem to kind of have it
I
together.
don't even know
in
if they
some
don't
ways.
think
I
that
don't
they had the
know.
wrong idea in that movie, Tom. I think some of them just kind of liked him, and they thought, I wouldn't mind kind of being like that. Maybe it'd be kind of fun to be that guy. And then I think that's Kleber.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
I think a lot of people.
Well, I think you know what there's like whenever you see the Nazis like in movie or like with the possible exception of Hogan's Heroes,
Uh-huh.
they always seem to be like organized.
Yeah. They
You
got
know
the
what I
trains
mean? It's
running
like
on time.
and
Hollywood did
so,
more to glamorize the Nazis, I think, than anybody.
Maybe.
The real Nazis for a long time they had like the baggy brown uniforms, or they
Yeah.
looked like circus guys. But every Hollywood portrayal is the SS black uniforms, like the Hugo Boss, like really dramatic cut. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. They
I-
make them seem like powerful, stylish. Ooh.
Well, somebody told me today that 25% of people are, whether or not they know it, are generally comfortable with fascism.
I've seen higher, like 30, like any population, not necessarily fascism, but just want authoritarianism. Like
Want
they want,
authoritarianism, yeah.
yeah, they want an authority because they want to be. People want to be in the in crowd, and they want to like exclude a percentage of people. Always want to exclude other people.
A lot of times people like, I think when you have rules and organization, and it's kind of like there's boundaries, and that if you follow X and Y, then
That's not actually
V is
true
going
of
to happen.
fascism, though.
Well,
No,
that
but it
may not
seems
be-
like
yeah,
very
but-
black and white thinking. Like,
Yes.
these are
No,
the
it
good.
is
I'm the
black and
good
white
guy.
thinking.
Everybody else is
Yeah.
the bad guy, and this is
But
what they
what-
look like, and that's how I know.
Or
People
or-
even in fascism never realizes that it's always up to the caprices and the whim of the leader. Like there's no actual law. It's just whatever the leader thinks that day, and so it ends
Yeah.
up coming back to bite just about everybody.
Sure. Well, I don't know. I mean, you see Hitler, and you're like, oh, he did well on this, he did well on that, and you're like, certainly did seem to make some mistakes. I mean, Fuller has. I mean, he did. I mean, he has a
he
good
didn't
point.
have his
This
head
was a
straight about everything.
12-year Reich, and what Fuller's comment is, he lit the fire for 1,000-year rule.
He did.
Yeah.
Like that's the great. Yeah, but it's a lot of what we remember too as propaganda is not history. Like everyone calls back and says, "Well, they were bad, but they made the trains run on time." And the thing is, like, people say that about Mussolini, but the thing is, they didn't make the trains run on time. They just said they made the trains run on time. And
Sure.
people think
Sure.
back and they think, oh, well, they made the trains run on time. That was literally just a propaganda slogan that they never actually accomplished.
And I fell for it. Damn it, Pete. Thank you for. I'm embarrassed.
But it's interesting
okay.
how hard it is to look back on history from objective eyes, and also how seductive so many parts of history are, over and over and over again.
Yeah. It is
And I
weird.
feel like we get a little Yahweh rumbling, like, are these guys back again? Like, because you get the when the van drives up, you in the background you get like that cobalt blue sky with a little bit of Yahweh lightning.
Is this whole he's talking right now about time travel and traveling back and killing Hitler and doing it right this time, whatever and stuff. Is that like a kind of meta commentary on history repeating itself? And this stuff just happens over and over again, and there's no escape.
Oh, that's a good
It's just big
question.
fat loop.
Yeah, that's. You know what? I think you're right. I think you're onto something there. Yes.
But also, Indy has one piece of knowledge that this is another thing I love about this minute. I said last minute that this movie, I feel like, kind of treats the viewer as dumb some of the time, but I feel like this moment, they treat the viewers very smart, and I liked it. Is they show Fuller putting on his watch, and Indy glances over at it, and that's all you see. But then you realize, oh, that's the watch that Indy just saw in Archimedes' wrist in the tomb. So Indy
Yeah.
knows from this moment on that things aren't going to work out like Fuller thinks they are. Indy knows where they're going. Fuller doesn't.
Okay,
And
but
I think-
now you have made me feel dumb because I've seen this movie like 3 or 4 times
See,
before
that's even
this.
Better. Now I love it. It's even more. Everything's
I'm-
getting better.
Only by doing this 3 minutes at a time and talking about all this stuff did I even think about like the genesis of the watch that Archimedes is wearing, and I'm like, and we were talking about it at the time, like, do they come back to this? I'm like, I honestly have no idea. And this look, I agree. Like in a movie that had, I don't know, that had my attention in a different way, or that
That's
itself was paying attention to
that's
the right
My
stuff.
problem with the movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that is absolutely lost on me, and it is a really cool moment. Like it is just like okay, like Indy has like this little moment of like, oh, because I don't even think Fuller saw the watch in the tomb.
No, I don't think he did either. Which
So
is
that's
why
the
it's
thing
a
that
nice
Indy's
moment.
like, oh, you think you got it all figured out, and I don't think you got it all figured out.
But I feel
And the audience can start being like that too. Like you know, they might not know exactly what Indy's thinking, but they're like, oh, wait a minute, that's the watch. So like, if it ends up on Archimedes, I don't think anybody's killing Hitler anytime soon.
But I feel like when a movie kind of treats you like a kid during a lot of the movie, then you stop thinking of the movie as something that I should be looking for stuff like this. And I think that's why you don't. I think that's why it's hard to see unless you watch it very closely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the movie kind of shot itself in the foot there.
And I feel like, I mean, you know, like we always talk, we're obviously we revere Raiders, like, you know, and we talk about it like a movie, like right now we're saying like it's a movie that doesn't treat the audience like kids. And a lot of people would say, nah, it's a kid's movie though. It's like a fun romp. It's an adventure, whatever and stuff. But it does, you're right. It doesn't lead you by the nose or anything. And it's got these moments that are
It doesn't treat you like
smarter
you're
than,
dumb.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of movies now treat you like you're dumb. Like
Yeah.
but I feel like a lot of it is because it's not that people are dumb. It's because people watch things much more distractedly. Like they don't go to the movie theater and give their full attention to a 2.5 hour movie very often anymore.
Right. We're a dying breed.
Yeah. Well, you're a dying breed. I don't go to the movies anymore.
Pete's a dead breed.
Yeah. Would you have been happy and thought it was a great callback, or would you have been livid if they had used the flying wing here instead of this bomber?
Oh, it does make you think of it, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah,
it
when it
looks,
comes
yeah.
out. Yeah.
There-
And now,
you know,
Pete, you and I were guests on the Captain America Minute, And I don't know if you got this far into the movie, but at the end of the movie, they
I
have a
did.
plane very much like this. It's a much bigger, almost cartoonishly big one of these,
Yeah.
but it's and this is a big plane here, but it's got the same kind of like the front with the whole like glass.
The Millennium Falcon front kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of that, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's that shot where Indy kind of gets coughed down to the tarmac, you know,
Yeah.
and barfed out of the truck or whatever, and then the plane is behind it, and you're like, that is a magnificent shot,
It's gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
got that same smoky cobalt sky too that I love.
and
And-
it's very Indy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the license plate even says 1981, which I'm assuming is a reference to Raiders.
Oh, it's fun. I didn't notice that. That's cool.
But again, it like I love these minutes. I don't want to be negative, but it's still I'm cracking up that Fuller cut it this close.
that is super weird.
Yeah. Well,
Like the
Yeah.
fact that they're driving onto the base and he seems to have acquired a new set of henchmen. I don't recognize the people that are
Okay.
shooting other
He
people.
mentions a guy.
Thank
Yeah. Yeah.
who's the guy that shoots the?
I don't know who that guy is.
guy on
Yeah. I don't know.
They do a close up on his face, and I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
you're like,
going to be
no,
Kleber, and it's
not
not.
Jimmy.
It's like
Yeah.
Kluber.
Not Kluber.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe he has. I don't know. Maybe he has a greater role later.
Maybe he's friends with the guy from the beginning that the bookcase fell on. The
Oh, maybe.
CIA guy.
No, that's the guy on our Patreon show who asked the question.
yeah, guy who the bookcase fell on.
What okay, so I was explaining sort of last episode that I didn't fully understand what they were doing or why they were doing it, why a motorcycle appeared and they had to get a motorcycle and then they take a shortcut. And I'm like, oh, is this like a sort of an homage to Mutt?
Oh.
I don't know.
Or even
Maybe.
even Last Crusade with the motorcycle. Where I wonder where they're like, we need to have a motorcycle in this movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think of
that's something
maybe.
that's Indiana Jonesy.
Jerry, I got one more for you.
I also like that you and Helena and Mac have now all called him Jonesy.
Oh, that's sweet.
Jonesy. Well, and then,
Helena
so,
calls him Jonesy last minute,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
yeah.
I think she's done it a couple times, maybe.
Yeah.
So then she says to Tidley, "Hey, can you fly that?"
I'm
And he-
gonna put my foot down. Well, just for me, you could call him Tiddly. I'm
No,
calling
go
him
ahead.
Teddy from now on. I
Oh.
think he earns his Teddy he's earned his Teddy.
Now, where do
at
you
this
get the name
point.
Teddy?
He did his Teddy wings.
Yeah, I think he
Your
gets his
Teddy
wing.
watch is peaked.
Because I suddenly learned, you know what? He's actually he's a pretty cool kid. He's been fighting to, he's been putting on this big front just because he's so insecure and he wants to, I like him now.
He does. Yeah. He comes into his character more in these next few
Yeah.
moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't understand this exchange entirely. She goes, "Can you fly that thing?" And he says, I don't know, a North or something, whatever the hell he calls it. A Nord. And then she says, he's like, "Oh, I haven't before." And then she says, "You haven't flown anything." And he goes, "Let me go get it started." And then she says, "Crap?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she didn't want him to go. I think she was just curious if he could fly.
But she
Maybe
asked him if he could.
Well, I wondered if she wanted to
Well,
fly
they're
it
having a
with him.
conversation. Yeah.
I was confused by it too, and I was thinking maybe she wanted to fly in the plane with him instead of riding the motorcycle.
Maybe,
Like I think
yeah.
she takes off on the motorcycle because he takes off for the plane. She's like, "Crap! Now I got to get another way to get to Indy."
You
It's
don't
sorta
think
like-
it's because there's okay, so you don't think she's not like, "Oh, I shouldn't have asked the kid again to endanger himself."
Maybe.
I don't know. I think it was a little more, like what Pete is saying. Like
Okay.
like, hey,
I'm not sure, though,
let's ascertain that you could fly the plane maybe if we need you to. Oh, gee, come back.
I do
didn't mean
like
right
her
now.
line though. Well, you've never flown any plane, Ted.
Yeah.
You've
You've
flown- I
flown
that's a
like
great line.
coasters and napkin
Yeah.
holders and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is he just like an optimistic can-do attitude?
Yeah, I mean, he's been studying this stuff. He wants
it's his
to be
dream
a pilot.
to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's like, now's my big. But like you even see, like I guess maybe it's the next minute, but he's like, all right, tough talker guy, like big talker.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Like put your money where your mouth is. Like I like that he doesn't know if he can do it or not, but he's like, I'm gonna try.
There is no try. He's doing or he's not doing.
That's kind of a dumb line when you think about it.
It doesn't make a ton of sense.
What's is there another time in an Indiana Jones movie where somebody utters crap?
No, it
I don't
sounded
think
weird
so.
to me. Like it's a weird. That's what my mom would say. It's not something Indiana
Yeah.
Jones would say.
It's a PG-13 movie. She could drop an
Okay.
S-bomb if she wants to.
Crap.
I don't think I've ever heard. That's got to be the first for an Indiana Jones movie, though.
That might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds kind of weird, like it for an Indiana Jones movie.
It makes it sound like a little kid movie or
I
something.
wonder when people started saying that as an expletive.
Crap.
Like, is that a 60s, 50s, 60s?
I don't
Maybe it didn't
know.
happen. By,
Do you? I mean, the hierarchy of swear words.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to have. I guess it shifts.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to shift. Like crap did not seem to be nearly as bad as the S word.
I still
But-
think that's true, isn't it?
I
Crap
guess
is like
so.
a lighter.
Yeah.
It's like you can
Yeah,
say
it's-
that instead of the S
yeah,
word.
that's like my mom would say that because she would never say the S word. Like that was her
But don't they
religious way of like getting around it.
Don't
Yeah.
they technically mean the exact
that's
same
that,
thing?
They do.
That's the thing. Yeah.
You're talking poo.
Like
Yeah.
my grandma would always say, "Oh, fudge." It's like, I feel like, yeah.
You don't mean like edible fudge, do you, Grandma? You're not talking about that kind of fudge. We don't know what you're talking about. You're gross, Grandma.
If you say poo, you're like, oh, that's like G-rated. You say crap,
Yeah.
that's like PG.
I don't know if we've ever talked, I'm sure we've talked about this before, but I think out of all these words we're saying, poo is the grossest one.
Yeah, I 100%
Yeah, I
agree.
understand.
Yeah,
that.
it smells
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your favorite thing about this minute?
It's nice seeing Fuller come into his own, like, even though I don't like his own, but it's interesting. Like,
Right.
it's
Looks
nice,
good
but
on you, though.
But it's like you see him as to me, he's been a cartoon a lot of this movie, and suddenly he's like,
Yeah.
oh, now this guy's got a lot more presence, and
Oh.
he feels more like
Yeah.
a villain.
This
does.
is his whole
Yeah.
reason.
Like
to-
this movie feels more like a movie at this point to me. I don't know what it is, but something clicked.
You're,
at
yeah,
this point.
no, like the scenery, the images, it's all it's maybe is it partly because like things are kind of they stepped on the gas a little bit and like
Yeah.
there's
It also doesn't feel like a video game all of a sudden. It feels like a movie.
Yeah.
Like it feels like
Well,
they're doing
okay,
stuff.
but we're in, we just crossed hour 2.
No, I don't. Yeah, it's pretty late in the game.
Yeah.
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 No time like the present.
Well, speaking of late in the game.
Oh.
Coming in over the wire, this just in from Professor Christy Porter. Did Indian Marcus ever attend a departmental Halloween party? In
Yes.
in tandem costumes.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
That.
like a horse or something, or
Yeah.
or yeah,
Like
what would
the
they
two,
have been?
The two
If
twins
yes,
from The
what-
Shining.
the two
Laurel and
twins from The
Hardy.
Shining.
Yeah, Laurel
yes,
and Hardy.
What did they go for?
Gandalf and Frodo.
Castor and Pollux. They would have gone to Castor and Pollux.
They would have gone as like the idol and the whip.
Hey Jerry. I'm a whip.
Oh, I love that.
Why does everyone keep asking me what I am? I'm a whip.
Chachapoyan idol.
It is fun to think about, isn't it?
He said like a horse. Is there another? I'm trying to think. Is there another sort of tandem Halloween? Like other than a horse. And why do we all think of the horse?
Yeah.
Why the horse? Why?
Because Katanga, or not Katanga, Katanga's buddy, top secret horse.
Yeah, top
you're
secret.
right
That's
there.
right.
Well, now that we're talking about horse costumes, ask yourself: would you be the front of the horse or the back of the horse? And while you think about that, you should go visit us and your fellow listeners over on Facebook at the Indiana Jones Minute and the Listeners Crusade group. You can talk about the show. You can talk about these movies. You can talk about horse costumes, Mountain Dew, cuck chairs, whatever you want to. And please come back here in about a week where we will discuss the next 3 minutes of Dial of Destiny right here on the Indiana Jones Minute.